Welcome everybody to Scott Cooks. I was in the Walmart the other day, saw this honey bourbon coating and seasoning mix, and I said to myself, well, I'm going to make some chicken fingers. So, voila. Bought myself some large chicken breasts and decided to make my own. I know what's in that chicken, but I don't know what's in those frozen chicken finger packages you get that has 600 ingredients you don't understand. It looks like a foreign language sometimes with all the preservatives. But anyway, we're going to make our own today, and we're going to cook all this in our Ninja Foodi. Let's go ahead and cut these up. So first thing I want to do is get a little of this fat off of there. It's not much on it. Just trim it up a tiny bit. Just kind of give it a quick inspection. Take off anything you don't really want in your chicken fingers. Like that. It's a little bit of the rib side there. Got a little line of rib meat going here, a little fat really. Let's just take that off. And that's enough butchering for this piece. This is ready to turn into chicken fingers. And so what we want to do is notice that we're thin and then we're pretty thick down here. And we want our stuff to cook kind of the same. So this is a pretty good sized chicken finger there. And we'll be breading that up and everything. Let's get another cut similar to that. Okay, now we're starting to get into the thicker stuff here. So got to decide what to do. Trim a little more fat off. I'm thinking of splitting it. But let's see what happens. I may not split it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty thick. I don't think that's going to cook very well. So we're just going to break that down. And I don't really care what size these come out to and as far as length is concerned. More just trying to get a little consistency here. So each chicken breast that you deal with obviously is going to be a little different. So just take your time. Make sure you got somewhere close to the same thickness so they cook the same. All right, so that's what we got for excess. That's what we got for chicken fingers, and we got an extra chicken breast. These were so big, I'm actually not going to use this one. So we're going to freeze that one up, and we're just going to go with this. We only have 2 people to feed here. So we're going to go with just that. Well, we're going to start with 1 package of seasoning in 1 bag, and we'll see how that goes. So we're not going to throw it all in there at once, but I'll get about half of it in there. I'm thinking we're going to need both packages of seasoning. So up to the top, give it a nice twist, and shake, shake, shake. Okay, it looks like there's still some crumbs left in there. We may be able to get a few more. And we're just going to take these and set them right over in the basket. You might have noticed I did not add any water underneath. That's because I do not want to use steam and crisp. I do believe that the steam will probably remove most of the seasoning, so that's not what we want. We want that seasoning to stick. And I have quite a bit left in the bag. I'm just going to grab a small handful and coat the top of all of this. All right, we're all loaded in to our foodie. Lid down. And we're going to use a mode today that I usually don't use. And let me show you. My lever is all the way to the right. And we're going to turn our knob. And we're going to go to bake roast. I'm going to turn that up a little bit, if we can get it. And we're going to increase the time from the default. So we're going to put it on 30, but we probably won't go 30. And what we're trying to do here is just to simulate an oven. We want to heat from the bottom and the top at the same time. Most likely, I'm going to have to shuffle them around midway, and to get the crisp that I really want, I might have to hit air fryer at the end. I might not. Let's go. While we're waiting on that, we're going to have to do a little more prep. We're going to work on this. And if you've ever lived in the country or on a farm, you probably know what I'm about to do. Now, I've lived in the country and on farms, small farms, most of my whole life. So I was snapping beans here probably when I was 2 years old. So this is pretty common for me. So we snap the ends. Now if it's a string bean, which is usually what we grew, so you throw the end in one and you throw the good stuff in the other. If it was a string bean, there would be a string. So you would snap and you would pull a string all the way down. These don't appear to have much of a string. There's one, I got a little piece of one there. Sometimes like if you grow in your garden, they usually have a string and you can pull all the way down. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next few minutes. We're going to just snap up enough here for dinner. And we're also going to make some sweet potato mashed potatoes. It's a Betty Crocker mix. I've had it before. It's just a little milk, a little butter. So yeah, we're lucky here. We don't have too many strings at all. Makes it easy and also easier to eat. And for these, I will not be cooking them in the Foodi. I like these very quickly sauteed in a high heat with a little bit of olive oil. Now, when I said I wasn't going to cook these these string beans, in my Foodi, well, it's not really exactly true. That is a Ninja Foodi Never Stick 12-inch skillet. I've had that about a year now. That is the only skillet that I use. It is super thick, very heavy, and I mean, just has so much of this coating on it, just crazy. And the name fits. I've been using it a year, and I've never had a single thing stick to it, never once. Cleans right up. I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So let's see if we can get a shot for you. There you go. Foodi Never Stick 12-inch. It's a little heavy in the hand. I'll be honest with you, it's a heavy pan, but that's exactly what I wanted for my kitchen. All right, we're halfway through. We want to take a peek. As you can see, we're getting some dark edges along the top. I'm just gonna probably do what I shouldn't do. Oh, I got sizzly on the bottom. I'm gonna roll some of these top pieces over real quick. I know I should be using tongs, but I didn't bring them with me. Just be careful, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. Because if you hit the side of that thing, you're gonna burn the heck out of yourself. All right, I'm just gonna roll a few over. All right, in the United States, the FDA has a particular temperature for the internal for chicken. I know it, of course, but if you know it, go ahead and put it in the comments. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I don't know if you can read that. We got 160 going right there. The stuff on the top is going to read a little higher because the air fryer is right on top of it. What I'm really doing is trying to measure the stuff on the bottom. This one came right off the bottom. See, we're about 10 degrees difference between top and bottom. Straight from the Ninja Foodi, baked roast. We've got a honey bourbon coated chicken tenders, chicken fingers that I made from chicken breast. Cut them to size. I've got some green beans I did over in my Ninja Never Stick 12-inch. And this has nothing to do with a Ninja, but check out those sweet potatoes with the melting mushrooms on top. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm halfway through Thanksgiving or something over here. Need a little cranberry. What did I say? Oh. Check out those sweet potatoes with those melting marshmallows on top. Fantastic. All right, well, this is all about the chicken today in the Foodi. Let's go ahead and give that a taste test. Well, okay, here we go. Nicely coated. Look at that white meat. It just cooked just absolutely perfect. It's still pretty hot. Let's give it a taste. Oh, can you hear the crunch? Wow, that is good. Honey bourbon is a great combination. That's amazing. Don't buy that frozen junk in the bag. If you want to buy that stuff, just flip it over and look at the ingredients. It should say chicken, but instead it's about this long. Stay away. This is actually probably came out just about the same price. Way, way, way better in quality and taste. Bean. I already know what that tastes like. Been eating them for 40 years. And nothing to do with foodie, but since we're here, let's eat it. Do you put marshmallows on your sweet potatoes? We do. Check that out. Sometimes we put brown sugar and cinnamon on it too. Where's the turkey? Is it Thanksgiving? No, joking. That's a Thanksgiving thing for us. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. That was super simple. Don't forget you got all these great features in this Ninja Foodi. Don't just hit air fry. Doesn't heat from the bottom. Steam and crisp. Fantastic, but not for stuff with coating on it. If you want to simulate cooking in an oven, you need bake roast. Your heating element in the bottom, air fry from the top. I'll see you guys real soon on the next video.